So throughout my vlogs, I just want to be really transparent with you guys and just be 100% honest and let you guys know everything that kind of goes on in my mind. And so today is Tuesday, it's the 2nd of June. And so next weekend, as I've mentioned before, I'm going to be competing in Junior Nationals in Chicago. And so I just kind of wanted to let you guys know some thoughts that were going on. Obviously, just this past weekend, getting second in my class at Junior USA's has given me a lot of motivation, and just I've kind of been putting a pressure on myself because every time I step on stage, I just want to get better and better. And, you know, obviously with my main goal being, or one of my, you know, main outcome goals of becoming a pro and just being so close to that happening last weekend, that's just really what I want to happen next weekend at Junior Nationals. And so I just found myself putting a lot of pressure on myself to make that happen, and just kind of had to snap back into reality and remind myself that, you know, the only thing that I can control is the effort and the dedication and work that I put in to my physique and bringing what I can to the stage. I have no clue what the judges are going to want. It could be completely different from last weekend. It could be the exact same. I have no idea who's going to be on the stage next to me. No idea anything like that. The only thing that I can control is myself. And as long as I can be better next weekend than I was this past weekend, then truly I have won, because that's all I can do. It's all I can do. It doesn't matter if I get first, second, dead last, because I know that I have worked so hard this entire prep, and I know in my heart that I'm going to continue to give 150% every single day up until this show, and continue even after the show is over, no matter what happens, no matter if I turn pro, no matter if I have to keep competing at national shows. I'm going to keep on giving the same 100%, 150% effort that I give every single day, no matter what. And so I kind of just had to just slap myself back to reality and be like, stop putting pressure on yourself for a placing, because placings, they don't matter, and they don't dictate how hard you worked or how much effort, dedication, desire, passion, anything. A placing does not tell you that. So all I know is that regardless of what happens next weekend, I am going to be just the happiest, because I know that I can be satisfied with the amount of effort that I'm putting into this, because I am giving it my absolute all. And I can rest assured with that. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that everyone kind of has feelings of doubt or fear or pressure or something like that every once in a while. And there are days when you get tired or unmotivated, and that's when you just have to remind yourself of how hard you're working and how much you want this and how much you've put into it and how much you're going to continue putting into it. Because at the end of the day, if you can honestly say you did everything you could to get to where you want to be, then you won the day and you were successful. And so that's how I'm measuring my success. If I can honestly say that I did everything I could to the best of my ability to achieve my goals, then that's me winning. And if I can say that, you know, I nailed my posing routine, I followed the plan that my coach gave me, I did every cardio, every lift, every meal exactly how he wanted and to the best that I could, then I've done all I can do, and I can be happy and satisfied and know that I controlled every bit that I could control, and the rest is gonna be what's gonna be. So yeah, just kind of have to take the pressure off. Remember why you're doing this. Remember that this is fun and my passion and what I love most in life. So can't always take it so seriously, and I just had to remind myself of that today. Going back, looking at stage shots and just absolutely reliving those moments and just getting so excited that next weekend I can make more moments like that and have more memories and get to share it with my whole family this time. So I'm excited, I'm feeling good, and yeah, just do the best that you can whenever you can, all the time. Just give 110%, 150% of your effort and you're a winner. At least in my book. So try and keep that in mind. Have fun. Alright, so I just got back from my second round of cardio for the day and some posing practice, and now I'm going to eat one of my meals. It is 7:40-ish, June 3rd, so I have about 9 or 10 days until I leave for Chicago. So yeah, getting excited again and just making sure I keep killing it in the gym. But the meal that I'm about to make up now is 4 ounces of chicken, some spinach, and an ounce of avocado. So it's my rest day, so it's a little lower carb today and double cardio. So I will check back in with you guys and give you kind of a lowdown of what my day's been like and some thoughts I'm having after I eat this. So see you in a bit. Hey guys, so I just wanted to give you a little overview of what my day has been like today. Today's a rest day, so that means that I have double cardio. So I got up this morning and I went and did my first cardio session fasted right when I woke up. And for that I did 40 minutes of intervals, so I would go for 2 minutes a high intensity, 1 minute low intensity, and I just continued that until time was up. And I chose to do that on the step mill because unfortunately the gyms that I have access to here in Ankeny don't have a stair mill. So, but I got my heart rate up, I was sweating like crazy, and got a really good cardio session in. And then after that I came home. I wasn't able to pose this morning because there were classes going on in the group fitness room. So I ended up just doing that just a little bit ago. But so then I went to my internship, met with a few clients because I can start taking people on now, which is super exciting. And then I also taught my wave infusion class tonight. And that was fun because there was a new girl there and got to put her through a really good workout, and she enjoyed it and said it was challenging but fun. So that always makes you feel good as a personal trainer. And since I was at the gym, I stayed and did my second round of cardio right after. And for that, I did 45 minutes of like a moderate intensity, just steady state, and I did the elliptical for that. And then I got my posing practice in after that and just made sure that I ran through my routine a few times because next weekend I'm looking to change it a little bit. Mainly just my back pose, trying to open up my back a little bit more to give that illusion of a little bit smaller of a waist. So that is kind of like what my training has looked like. And then because it is a rest day and I don't need a lot of energy to do training or anything like that, it is a little bit lower carb. And so you just saw one of my meals. And then a meal I'll have later, it's really similar. It's chicken, asparagus, and avocado. So my carbs are a little bit lower today, but my fats are higher. So yeah. So I wanted to talk a little bit more in depth about yesterday and just finding motivation and how I find it if I'm, not really feeling it one day. And this kind of sparked from a conversation that I had with my dad just a little bit ago. And just remembering your passion, remembering your why. Like, why are you doing something? Whenever you think about, skipping the gym or eating something off your meal plan, just think about why. Why'd you start? What is the reason behind you putting yourself through this or anything else in life? And the bottom line for me, it just comes down to my passion. I love pushing myself to extremes and challenging myself and overcoming barriers and just bringing myself to new heights and just really trying to reach my full potential. So if there's ever a time when I'm lacking motivation, or especially like days on, like today on my rest days when I have to do double cardio, and cardio isn't exactly the most fun thing for anyone, but I just think, why? Why am I doing this? It's because I want to be better and because I know it's good for me and I know it's going to help me get to that next level and closer to my goal. And so that's how it's easy for me to stay motivated. I just think about my why and go back to that this is my passion and I want to see where I can take myself, what level I can get to, and just constantly challenging yourself and really just pushing yourself and where can you go? Like, you'll never know if you don't try. And so if you're ever, lacking motivation, just try and remember your why. Remember why you're doing something, why you started, and just think about how amazing it's going to feel when you reach your end goal. And then once you reach that end goal, it's time to set another one. And you just keep that process of thinking about what you want to do, setting a goal, setting a plan for how you're going to achieve that goal, and then working towards it. And whenever you get to that goal, time to set another one and just repeat that process. So it's all about constant self-improvement, constant self-growth, and just really trying to get the most out of life and trying to get yourself to the best version of yourself that you can be. And when I was at my internship today, a coworker gave a presentation about a book that he just read, which was ironic because it's actually on my list of books that I'd like to read this summer, and I was planning on picking up this weekend. But it's called The Traveler's Gift, and so there's 7 kind of decisions that you have to make in order to reach personal success. And he was going into detail about one of them. I can't remember exactly what the decision was, but he was just saying, the only person that you should compare yourself to is your potential. Don't compare yourself to other people. And kind of the reasoning behind that, everyone's journey is different. Everyone starts at a different starting point. Everyone's going to end at a different finishing point. And everyone is going to have different paths that they take because there are a million ways to get to your goal. A million different ways. And no one way is right and no one way is wrong. It just tailor it to yourself and make it personalized, because what works for one person won't necessarily work for another person. You have to find out what works for you. But so instead of comparing yourself to someone else that you could be on your first chapter, they could be on chapter 20 of their journey. So instead of comparing yourself to someone else, just compare yourself to the vision that you have of yourself at your fullest potential. And use that as your comparison of, are you where you want to be, and are you where you want to go, and how are you going to get from point A to point B. So really just focusing on yourself, because again, like I was saying in a previous clip, the only thing that you can control is yourself. You can't control other people. You can't control every circumstance that happens to you. Sometimes things are going to come up, but the only thing that you can control is yourself and your thoughts, your actions, your emotions, your beliefs, attitudes. Really, you can only focus on yourself. So just spend a little bit more time focusing on yourself and trying to reach that full potential and that vision that you set for yourself. So unfortunately today I don't have any exercise footage for you because it was a rest day, but I have a challenge for you. I would like you to complete an AMRAP. So that stands for as many rounds as possible. And the AMRAP is going to be for a total of 5 minutes. So I would like you to try and complete 20 jump squats, 15 push-ups, 40 total alternating jump lunges, 15 tricep dips, and 100 jumping jacks. As many rounds as you can in 5 minutes, and try and do that twice. So record the number of rounds you get the first time you do it, take about 2 to 5 minutes rest, repeat the AMRAP, and try and beat your first score. So let me know how it goes.